Incremental changes are going to be insufficient. Higher Ground's mission is to redesign education from the ground up. Our schools are the marriage of rigor and individualization. We are the new way.
With over 100 locations around the world, Higher Ground is building schools that will challenge all your assumptions about how education can and should work.
We have an approach that is not only going to make your child feel loved, but is going to make your child develop into their true self.
If we could create a generation of people who look for solutions, who have a sense of optimism, and could take the core values that we hold true at Higher Ground and write them large in the world, yeah, I think it would be a better place.
Higher Ground is an education company that owns and operates schools serving children birth through adulthood. But in the long range, our goal is to entirely change people's expectations of education.
Parents today are often faced with two stark options when they're choosing a school for their children. There are the traditional schools that emphasize academic rigor without individualization or support for the unique needs of that child. And then there are progressive schools that let children go from project to project following their interests, but without any clearly defined goals. And our schools are the third option. They are the marriage of rigor and individualization that let students thrive because they're given the structure that enables them to do so.
Every element of our program, whether it's the curriculum and the scope and sequence, they are an aspect of this environment that allows the developing human child to acquire the skills and the character that they need to make the most of their life.
Children and people are capable of learning, of growing, of changing. We need to create an environment that acknowledges and supports that and expects the best out of children.
Higher Ground understands that there are a core set of skills that human flourishing requires, and students still have to learn and demonstrate mastery of all these core ideas. But because they're built into the curriculum and the environment itself, students can do this through self-directed learning.
The school environment is designed to be both functional and beautiful. When students want to work together in small groups, they find spaces set up for that work. The environment flexes to the needs of the lesson rather than forcing the lesson to fit into a structured environment of a traditional school.
How many hundreds did you got?
100, 200, 300, 400, 500.
Can you give me the 1,500, please? Let's put it there.
The education in middle and high school becomes more and more interdisciplinary, and more students get to choose what things to pursue, and they get to choose how to demonstrate mastery of specific curricular objectives. And then that goes beyond the classroom even further to students getting internship opportunities, entrepreneurship, going out into the world, so they can really pursue their passions and explore as much as possible.
But can reforming education like this be done incrementally, or does it require rebuilding the entire institution from the ground up?
Massive scale in education requires four things. It requires one, original curriculum and pedagogy, an understanding of what is the right program. Two, it requires teachers, educators, guides. Three, it requires an operating system, kind of management approach. And four, it requires real estate. And higher ground education is doing something radical in each of those four areas. We've full-on embraced the kind of challenge of doing everything and really attacking the problem at a systems level. We've proven it. We're reaching about 10,000 kids in 5 short years. I don't see why that can't be 10 million in the next 5. What the world needs are men and women of character that have the capacity to learn, to know, and to solve problems. And only education can help us discover those people wherever they are so that they can lead. The student of the future has one, this deep capacity for great work, for concentrated activity. Two, this insatiable curiosity. And then three, this love of humanity, this love of the good, this sense of wonder, that we see every 3-year-old. I don't think any of those have to go away.
And think man, what if we had this education growing up? How much better would we be? not only at our work, but at life, in feeling successful and in feeling satisfied in our work.
We are motivated by the goal of bringing this approach to every child globally that we can.
This is what we're trying to build, and it's something that hasn't been built yet in the world. And that's an exciting thing to say.